All right, what's going on, guys? This is Dan from StockAbility. So in this video, I'm going to be discussing the ever hated or ever loved, depending on what side you're on, the stock GameStop. So if you're new to our YouTube channel, make sure to like, subscribe just below this video. There's a little bell. Make sure to hit that bell. Every video that we upload, it'll give you an email, tell you when new videos are uploaded directly to your inbox. So that being said, let's jump into this. I'm going to talk about GameStop. I'm going to talk about GameStop earnings in this video to give you guys some insight. So recently, obviously, I think the past year, everybody's in my opinion, starting to day trade the markets or start to invest. Okay, so I think obviously with the rise of Robinhood, Wall Street bets, it's good and bad. I think the good thing is it's bringing people to the markets. It's letting people look to see, there's ways to create side hustles. There's ways to create money from the market. So I've been doing this for 15 years. I literally started when I was in college doing this. So it's good to see like the evolution of markets. So what I'm going to show you in this video is earnings on GameStop to talk about this. This thing has earnings this week, and I'm going to show you a few mistakes to avoid if you're a new trader, a new options trader. Okay, so whether or not, and let's just start here, whether or not you believe the company is going to do well or not. So they have earnings after the bell today, doesn't matter. So let me just be real clear with you on that. A lot of you that have traded or haven't traded before, a company will report earnings sometimes, beat earnings, and the stock falls. Okay, a company will report earnings, miss earnings, and the stock rises. Okay, so there's a lot of additional things in the markets that happen. And instead of getting upset about it, I'm going to show you some things to avoid because legitimately it doesn't matter. Okay, so the markets are really weird. You would think that if you own, let's say, like a pizza shop, and you went to your investors at the end of the quarter and said, hey, look, guys, we made $1.50 per share, they'd be happy and the value of the pizza shop would rise. It's just not the same in markets, even though it should be. It's just weird and complex. Okay, so that's one of the things I want to talk about. Number two is I want to show you a mistake to avoid on earnings in general. So whether it's GameStop or whether it's any stock you trade, one of the biggest mistakes, okay, and some of you will watch this or you share this video and you'll say, well, yeah, I made money. Okay, so I've done this for a long time in the markets, especially earnings trading. I'm going to show you the biggest mistake, whether it's GameStop or Netflix or whatever it is, any retail investor makes. Okay, so what happens is this: as everybody comes in and they say, you know what, and you'll tell yourself some story of why you think the stock is going to go higher or lower, basically whatever narrative you need to make yourself think it's going higher or lower, and then typically people will come in and buy these options. Okay, so let me show you right now what's going on with this. You see how high the implied volatility is, and I'm not going to go into too much detail on this on the call and put side. The market makers aren't dumb. Okay, you have to understand the dealers, the banks, they know what they're doing. They're not going to price these options inexpensively so you can come in and profit. So even if this stock moves, are these options going to move? The answer is yes. Okay, but they're not going to move to the extent to where you think they're going to move. So what happens is this: you can play this game of, hey, look, I was right, and GameStop went lower or higher and make a little bit of money, or you can look at this business as an actual business and say, look, instead of placing, let's say, 5,000 worth of my capital on a special situation or an event, technically this is event-driven trading, which I'll talk about in a later video. Put 5,000 in this event-driven trade. Is that $5,000 better allocated into a different idea? Okay, I'm going to tell you nine times out of 10, the answer is yes. Okay, so when I started trading as a proprietary futures trader, one of the guys who was teaching us was a former floor trader. He traded options. We eventually traded a little bit of options. But one of the things he told us is this: when you're around earnings, there's too many eyes on that. Okay, and typically your capital is better spent on a different event or a different idea. So again, everybody's free to do what they want, but you've got to step back and say, look, am I trading this to be right or wrong because I want this like ego boost, or am I actually out in this business to actually make money, right, and have a return? So when I look at stuff like this, the flip of the coin is the third point I'm going to talk about is this: is most people will say, well, if you think the stock's going lower or higher, why wouldn't you sell premium? Okay, same concept. I could care less about this stock. Everybody in the world's watching this. People that have never traded, anybody with $100 with Robinhood accounts watching this stock, who cares? Okay, there's literally hundreds of more stocks to trade. One of those stocks that I'm trading right now is Microsoft. Okay, so let me give you an example, an insight to this. So while everybody's watching GameStop earnings, okay, I think Microsoft has the potential to trade at 250, 260. Now this stock has earnings in basically 30 days. Okay, so on April 26th, which is this little button here. Okay, so instead of playing this event where I'm going to bet the day before if the stock's going higher or lower, and hopefully I can hit this home run trade, I'm already positioning for this move to trade higher. Okay, I'm here to tell you as a former institutional trader, institutional traders, quote unquote, whatever you want to call smart money, whatever that is even means anymore these days, they don't trade the event the day of. They're looking way ahead of time. Okay. So when you put these strategies on, or when you look at earnings events, you've got to look at these events ahead of time. You've got to avoid the event the day of. Okay. Now there's a strategy I might use provided GameStop, right? So let's say, for example, these guys either beat or miss. I could care less whether the earnings, I don't care what the earnings report are. Let me just be clear about that. Beat, miss, don't care. Should they be lower? Yeah, but again, my opinion doesn't matter. Whatever happens tomorrow, if this gets to a level where I'm comfortable with, I'll come and use a strategy what I call post earnings trading. I might exploit the implied volatility crush. Okay, I don't want to go into too much in this video. We have enough time, but again, I want to just kind of throw that out to you. So again, Microsoft, I'm already in this position, and I'm positioned a month ahead for this event. So hopefully this video helps you guys. I want to keep it short. I don't have too much time this morning to go over a few things. If you like these videos, make sure to like, subscribe to our channel. We have webinars coming up. You can actually take a look at our website. Let me bring it up here. I talk about earnings options trading and trading earnings in the markets. I created a course entirely for this. It's called Earnings Options Legitimately. It's about a 3.5 hour course. All I discuss in this is how to look at equity earnings and how to trade either before the event, like on this Microsoft trade, or once the event has completed, to come in and trade after the event. So it's a small course. It's not going to take you 2-3 weeks to get through. Hopefully it kind of helps. So if you have questions on it, you can reach out to one of the members of our team. Rosie's on our website here at the lower bottom. You can click this to chat with her if you have questions, or you can just go directly to the site and pick that up. So that being said, good luck to you trading GameStop earnings. If I actually put a trade on it, I'll come back and make a video, and then I'll update everybody in probably 2-3 weeks in this Microsoft trade, which so far is so good as it heads into April earnings. That being said, have a good trading week. We'll see you guys in the next video.